Hey, this is your boy Kenn Blanchard. I'm back at the Urban Shooter Podcast, and we're at Advanced Armament Corp. I'm going to talk about suppressors and silencers and some really cool stuff with technology as soon as my guy gets back and gets ready. All right? All right, I got Mike Mers.
Mers.
Yes, man, welcome to the Urban Shooter Podcast.
Thanks.
Tell me about your product. What do you got going on here?
What you have here is a normal Glock 19. As you can see, slides to the rear and the gun's unloaded. But it's outfitted with our Tyrant 9S. And the Tyrant 9S is a more compact version of our full-size 9mm silencer, the Tyrant 9. It being more compact allows you to have a smoother draw stroke and more natural pointing of the gun. Like all the other Tyrant silencers, this one disassembles fully for cleanings by the end user and can be adapted to different handgun platforms via a quick change threaded portion. So you can put this on your Glock 19 as well as your SIG handgun, even though they may have different thread pitches. So it gives you options.
Tell me about suppressors. Is it common? Is it easy to get? What do you have to do?
So essentially what you need to know is with the silencer, you do register it with the federal government. So think about it when you buy a car. You buy a car, it has a serial number, a VIN number, vehicle identification number, and that's registered with your county via your license plate number. That's how it works. And the DMV is nice enough to give you a temp tag so you can drive around for 30 days while they figure the paperwork out. With the silencer, it's the same way. You buy a silencer, it has a serial number, and you register it to you via the Form 4, the ATF. The Form 4 is one form, front and back, that you fill out. You include a one-time fee of $200, and you wait for them to approve it. Once the approval comes back, you don't get a temp tag, so your silencer will stay at your dealer until the paperwork comes back. But once you get the approval back, you pick your silencer up and you own it for the rest of your life. So there's no more recurring paperwork or hassle. Once you've owned it, you own it.
There's been a lot of myths with suppressors and silencers. How is that changing?
Well, silencers are growing. We're seeing the market explode, and it's directly related to black guns and self-defense minded shooters. On top of that, the more people that own silencers, the more people that show people silencers, the more YouTube videos we have like this when we talk about silencers, the more people know that silencers have never been illegal in this country. Since the founding of this country, since silencers were invented, you could always own a silencer. You just had to do the proper paperwork and registration after the year 1934.
One of the good things about mufflers or silencers is it is a muffler, basically. That's all it's doing, right?
Same thing. Yeah, in Germany, they call a silencer the same word they call a muffler in their car. They're referred to the same terminology because that's exactly what it is. I mean, you can't buy a weed eater at Lowe's that doesn't have a device that's very similar to this on it from the factory. Yeah, it's baffling. It's different because it's a different device, but yes, it baffles and an ability to reduce the overall sound signature. I mean, a gun is the only thing that we have here in America that will damage your hearing every single time you use it. It doesn't require a silencer or a muffler.
Back in the old days, you couldn't put a suppressor or silencer on everything because it would affect the recoil. How's that changed?
Well, that's definitely how we've been successful. Advanced Armament is a company that's known for silencer design and research and development. So we've designed silencers through material selection and smart engineers that we have here develop that will work. So this silencer, even though this barrel on this gun tips up every time the slide retracts to the rear, that we engineered a spring in it, and the spring allows the silencer to function, it allows the slide to function forward and aft without any issue. So this gun feels and shoots like a gun that never had a silencer on it. So yeah, in the past, this was impossible, but the research and development, hard work, we can do anything.
All right, tell me about Advanced Armament Corporation. What does the corporation do? How long has it been around?
Well, we've been a corporation for, since like 94, I believe. We started manufacturing our own line of silencers in 1998, mainly because we were dissatisfied with the silencers that were available on the market. So we've been making silencers since then, and what you have to understand about us is we're all silencer geeks. I mean, all day long, every day, all we want to do is talk about silencers. And that passion plays into the product. So what you need to know about Advanced Armament is we build the best silencers for America's warfighters and civilians because we're passionate about the product.
How can we get more information?
Our website's advanced-armament.com, or our blog, which is half fun and half informative, is aacblog.com.
All right, thanks, Mike.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank